Hey guys, today I thought I'd make a string for a longbow, Flemish twist. I've got this new longbow here from Striker Bows. It's a little 40 pounder at 28 inches, 56 inches long. This one is custom made for my wife. It's got bamboo on both sides with a nice core of action boo. So this is a really fast bow actually. As you can see, it's got a really nice grip here as well. Okode, I believe, and Osage core right there, so it's real beautiful. Well, I'm going to make a string for this. And you say, well, why do you make a string for a bow that already has one? Well, in this case, at least this is my personal opinion, most of the bow makers, the strings they send along with them are really skinny, probably only 12 to 14 strands. And when you're putting wood arrows on this, they tend to fall off if you're shooting 3 fingers under. If you're shooting split finger, probably not so much. But I like a little thicker string because size bow I'm dealing with that. In this case, it's a 56-inch striker. So what I do is I have this already set up for myself on what kind of length bow. What I do is I take 56 inches and then go 4 inches shorter, so that would be 52 on my board. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our fast flight string and we're going to tie it to the very first peg on this string board. But I can't do that. Okay. And we just do just a simple knot, just one little strand, nothing special. And what we're going to do here is each one of these represents how many strands are going to be in there times 2 for the string. So we're going to make a 16 strand string. So this being 20, that'd be 18 strands. That'd be 16 strands right here. So that's where we're going to stop. So then what we do is we go and we wrap around there. Make sure that none of the strings are stacked on top of each other, so you just push everything right down to the bottom of the board. Make sure that everything's nice and taut. You don't want to have any slack in this. Otherwise your strings won't be very even. Now once we get all the strands done, we're going to wax both these strings here. That way the strings won't move when we go to cut this from the board. Then it'll help with the actual twisting part. You want to use a fair amount of wax, that way the string doesn't slip when you're twisting them together. Okay, finally now that we've got our 16 strands, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna finish this off with a quick little trip around the top. Lay that there. Excuse me. Wax. I'm just using normal boning archery text-type bowstring wax, nothing special. And then we just go ahead and cut the strings right down the middle with a little mark I've already made. And then move this from the string board. And then just quickly rub some of that wax into the string. Now that's one bundle done, and we're going to make another bundle, and then after that I'm going to, now that we have our two bundles, I've got a little area here measured off on my board, about 7 inches for longbows, 8 inches for recurves. Since this is a longbow, we're gonna be working from there. So we'll put the string here, and then we're gonna try to make sure that this string is even with it. Okay, so now that we have the 2 bundles, what I want to do is I'm going to twist the bundles that way, right? I'm going to take them, I'm going to twist them away from me, and then rotate towards me, and then rotate, and then twist the bundle away. So you're going to have this kind of twist away, rotate towards, twist away, rotate towards. And what you're doing is you're crossing the strings over each other. And these parts right here are going to actually make up the loop ends. Okay, so like I said, we're going to twist away and then twist towards my body. Twist. There you go. Now, you want to do this in this case. So what happens is you're gonna twist them this way and then twist it back together. So obviously that's too small of a loop. So we need to do a few more. Okay, so now we're going to take the 2 here, we're going to make our little loop, right? Now with the longbow one, you're going to want to have a small loop and a large loop. And then with a recurve, I always do both ends, medium to larger loops, just because of the way the bows are designed. But either way, and the reason why you do the small loop and the large loop is because if you have 2 large loops on a longbow, they tend to slip off. Okay, so now you want to make sure you get your colors together. So you got green with green and khaki with khaki, and you're going to do the same process now again. You're going to twist away from you and then rotate in. Okay, so twist away, rotate in. Twist away, twist in. Not good. Okay, so now we're down to where the string is. The edge of the strings are all now inside the twist. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a little clamp, we're going to put it on there to hold that, and we're going to start twisting again on this side. And what we'll need to do is we'll need to go back to the board and just make sure that we use the same length as we did before. Okay, and then we start twisting again. Okay. So like I said, we twist away and then rotate towards us. Twist away, rotate towards us. Now the more twist you put in it, the better, because if you do everything kind of just quickly and really don't put any effort in twisting it can really be easy for the string to come apart. So now we've got both ends of the strings, so we can weave together. We took off the little clamp on the end of this end. This is our small loop end, and I'm gonna place that on the bow. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to the top of the bow and take off this piece. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put about maybe 14 or 15 twists into it. Okay. Now make sure that you're doing it in the right direction. The best way to know that you're doing the right direction is if you twist, holding the bottom part and then twist the top and it tightens, then you know you're twisting the correct way. If it starts to loosen, then that'll be a problem. So then we're going to put that on there. Measure. And let's see if I had my string right. Oh, it looks pretty good. There we go. Okay. So now we got that. We need to put a couple more twists in there, because this is a little low over brace height. So put a couple more twists in real quick. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Now this brace height's a little high, but that's okay because the string will start Once you've got the bow twisted, or the bowstring twisted up enough, and you put it on the string, I usually like to make the brace height a little high, and then I let the bow sit for a few minutes to let the string kind of stretch out, and then I'll pull it, hold it, just make sure it's okay. Give it about 5 minutes just to stretch out, and then after that I'll lower the brace height just a little bit to be right about where my wife wants it, which is about an inch lower, and then we go to serving. See you in a moment.